Oh, it's painful watching such big, beautiful oak trees get knocked down, but it's just part of it. I mean, what we're doing. That tree would not survive. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and things just got real. Things just got real quickly today. That is a massive excavator headed to the pond. So got multiple guys here working today. We're gonna have somebody on the excavator. We got another operator over here that's working on a skid steer right now. I'm not sure if they're gonna have anybody on the dozer, but we're gonna put in some serious work on the pond if it's not too muddy. It's pretty muddy, and I think there's still a lot of work that can be done just on the edges of the pond first. So we'll see. My roads and trails around here were not built for a machine that big. But the good thing about that thing is if a tree's in the way, we just move it. So while we will have a lot going on today, first things first, we have to deal with the water in the pond from the rain the other day. So, seems kind of silly, but we have a trash pump set up, pumping water. It's like a 2-inch trash pump, so we'll pump out quite a bit of this water and get the pond level back down to as low as we can get it. And with it being a little bit muddy, I don't know if we'll be able to get in here today. It may be a few days, we'll see. But as you can see, he started with the big excavator, moving some trees around over there, and I think we're going to start burning a brush pile on the backside in just a little bit. So, a lot going on. It's a small steps to see big progress, but over a day or two, it sure makes a big difference. Barry, you the foreman on the job site today? I see your hired help's just a big old baby, but hey, Kelsey, be easy. Just love on Bear. Yeah, he's in charge around here today, spitting orders. Got everybody lined out. We're working on clearing some timber over here on the. Let's see, we'd be on the west side of the pond. You guys can barely even see the pond, but he cleaned up and pushed a bunch of stuff yesterday with the dozer, and then today he's come back and he's knocking a few trees down. We're trying to figure out, where the water line's going to be, how much we want to clear, but he's basically pulling out all the big logs, and the logs and stumps and stuff. We're going to burn a lot of the brush, obviously, to get rid of it, because we don't want all the little bitty brush in the pond, but we're saving as many of these big logs as we can. I know it would make great firewood. It'd be, some of them would be big enough. If you had a sawmill, you could run some logs through a sawmill, but they're going to be fish structure. This stuff is going to be ideal fish habitat. So we're saving as many of the big trees as we can to repurpose them inside the pond. Kelsey, do you approve of their work so far? Huh? They trying to make you a big, fancy, nice pond. Well, I could probably just sit and watch them all day, but got other things going on, other things to do, so I'm just gonna keep checking in over there. I'm not gonna get in their way or sit there and watch them work all day long, so I'm gonna go do a few things I need to get done and let them work. Keep moving trees, moving dirt. There's not a ton of just like big mind-blowing things going on right now. It's just clearing brush and making roads. Time to go fill up a deer feeder. Deer season's winding down and we still like the deer. We're not angry with them. But this time of year, our deer feeding strategy changes up a little bit. We feed them in the yard so that we can watch them. What do you do? You little squirrel? Huh. Did you see her? So deer season technically isn't over in Oklahoma until January 15th. But starting yesterday through maybe the day after Christmas or 2 days after Christmas, I'm not sure, there is a there's a rifle antlerless season, a special doe season. Oh, there's a buzzard in the tree. I don't know what he's doing over here. Anyways, there's a special antlerless rifle season, so doe only. But I don't think we're going to be harvesting any more does, especially with a rifle right now. If we do, Houston may do a little bow hunting. We'll see. Obviously, we don't need a ton of meat for the freezer still. We've been giving away a lot of the deer that Houston's harvested so far. And we do have some meat in the freezer, don't get me wrong. We've got a couple of those deer in the freezer. And matter of fact, I've got some meat marinating on the dehydrator right now to go in the as jerky. And I cut up some back straps from the Houston's Arkansas deer. I actually ended up giving both hindquarters to the guy that's doing all of our taxidermy work right now on Houston's ducks and the European mounts we've had done. Got Jacoby's deer back from the taxidermist. We're going to give that to him as a surprise Christmas present. Maybe you shouldn't say that on here. Anyways, you guys are going to see this right before Christmas anyways, but I may take that out. I don't know. Let's see. Anyways, so the taxidermist, he's got 6 or 7 kids, I'm not sure. So I said, would you be interested in a couple hindquarters off of a deer? And he was like, yeah, my kids are like, they're just carnivores. They'll eat anything. So gave those to him. Come over here because I got to move a dadgum trail camera. I set this camera up here a few days ago. It's just kind of in the corner. I'm on my neighbor's property that we lease. We've been cleaning up. Really, Kelsey? Every time I hit record, somebody's got to go number 2. Anyways, That's my property, and then obviously we lease all of this. But I put this game camera up here because there's just a mega deer trail that comes through the fence right over here. And I knew the deer were using this a lot. I'm always curious, even late season, to see what's coming through, because while we may not be deer hunting right now, a giant could show up at any time. But the other night I had a buck come up here and was messing with this, and he just turned it just enough so that it was pointing at a cedar tree. So take that, Mr. Buck. Please don't spin it around again. As I was saying, we're not really deer hunting. We're not in deer hunting mode anymore right now, unless these game cameras tell us we have a reason to hunt, and that would be a big giant buck. So unless we get a big giant coming through, cruising through late season, we probably won't be doing a lot more deer hunting. Although we are starting to see a few pigs, not a bunch, but starting to get some game camera pictures over here of a few wild hogs. So if they start moving back in, we'll get back on the trapping game. And I'm sure this pond build's going to take a while, so that's going to be a lot of content. So what else? That's all I can think of at the moment. I'm going to go drive around and look at some pretty sights and put some feed out for deer and change camera batteries, I guess. Oh, I know what else I was going to say. Also, with deer season winding down, that kind of leads us straight into trapping season. And I know a lot of folks aren't huge fans of trapping videos, but, well, we're going to do it again. We'll probably be doing some trapping videos. Houston has already started trapping, and I think so far just in the last couple nights, he's caught 1 raccoon and 3 possums. So one of the reasons we do trap on our property and over here on our neighbors is to try to help the turkey and quail population. We're not seeing hardly any turkey the last several years, and the quail are almost non-existent. However, the last couple months I've jumped 2 different coveys of quail on this property. Since we let the native grass grow up, it makes a lot better habitat for quail and all the little, ground dwelling birds and stuff, and critters and rabbits and all that. 2 different coveys of quail over here, and they about scared me to death because I'm not used to seeing them. But removing those little ground nest raiding predators really makes a big difference. So there will be trapping videos to come. Sneak up around this pond, and by sneak I mean just blow through on the buggy, to see if there were any ducks up here. I don't see a single duck on this pond, but Houston's been wanting to do more duck hunting since we got home from Arkansas. We just don't have a huge number of ducks around here right now. Without mega cold fronts up north pushing ducks down south, we just don't get the numbers. Well, it looks like he added to my brush pile while I was gone. This original brush pile's been here since the pond was built, but he took a bunch of those logs and piled up on top of it, made it a lot bigger. Try to get out of the way here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. He's coming back with the dozer now that he's had the excavator in here all morning. I'm gonna use the dozer and kind of clean up a little bit, it looks like. Bright and early the next morning, Houston's skipping school today. Today was supposed to be the last day before Christmas break, and somebody didn't go to school. It's probably because they're not going to do anything at school today but watch movies and play on the playground, huh?
Yeah.
So we're homeschooling today.
Yeah.
Houston's checking his trap line first thing this morning. I think you got, what, 9 dog-proof traps out?
With the 2 other ones, 11.
11? Okay. Raccoon possum traps, basically. And I hear our construction guys getting started bright and early this morning. And guess what, Kelsey? Guess what, Kelsey? Huh? Guess what? Houston's got a possum over here. A little nest raider. This guy right here would absolutely wreck a turkey nest or a quail nest or kill our chickens that are just right over there. What is that, Kelsey? Huh? Did Houston catch a possum right here on the creek bank? It's a possum-y kind of day. Now listen, folks, don't give me no junk about possums eat ticks. I don't know where you get your information, but the possums are not going to eat enough ticks in any forest to make a difference. I can assure you of that. Maybe do a little bit more research before you come at me with that possum TikTok. TikTok, not TikTok. What is that, Kelsey? Huh? He's going to bite you on the nose. You better watch out. You better watch out. He will bite you on the nose. All right, that's good. Settle, settle. Hey, Mr. Possum. Whoa, I jumped. Look at them teeth. All right. Your turn. Take care of business. I'll keep your dog back.
Gotcha.
Kelsey, here. Come on. Come on.
It's loaded.
Gotta load it. All done. All done. Got to reset the trap. On to the next one.
I can drive a car. I don't care about what y'all say on the negative side of it, but I bet you I could drive a car.
Why would they say anything negative?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Kind of on that ledge. Oh, the water froze.
Nothing there. But the mud puddles froze over a little bit. It's just barely going to have any ice on it, son. It ain't very deep at all. Or very thick.
Ice.
That is not the first time we've frozen this year. It's just the first time you've been out here early enough to see it. My excavator won't do this on that size tree, son. Oh, it's painful watching such big, beautiful oak trees get knocked down, but it's just part of it. I mean, what we're doing. That tree would not survive where it's at for very long anyways, because once the pond's done, the base of that tree will definitely be underwater, and it would have died anyways, so. Oh, it's hard to see big, mature oaks get knocked down, but it's part of it, and we're gonna save and leave as many big, mature hardwood oak trees as we can around the pond. Obviously, we're in the middle of a dense oak forest, so we have plenty of oak trees, but I hate to see a good oak tree go to waste. But like I've said many times before, these big hardwood oaks, the ones that we can, we'll save logs out of and use for structure in the pond, and the brush on the top will all go on the burn pile. And as you were saying, that brush right there, Houston, that is a treetop from mostly a dead oak tree. That wouldn't last very long. If we just leave that here and flood the pond, it would likely float away. But if it did sink, if we weighted it down, that little bitty brush, I mean, yes, it would hold fish, but that's not going to last 30 years the way we're wanting stuff to last. You know what I mean? So he's going to try to rip the top out of that tree, break the limbs off, save the log. And what we'll do, we're not going to pile them all like this. We'll take a lot of these trees, and if you can kind of imagine where we're at standing here, let's just imagine this is the water line. It's not, but what we'll do is we'll take those logs and we'll lay them out in the pond at a perpendicular angle to the shore, 90 degrees to the shore. So when you're standing there fishing, you can throw down a log and bring your lure right beside that whole log.
So like bring it over or beside?
Both.
Oh.
So instead of just piling everywhere, we're going to run a bunch of them like this. So there'll be structure every, 20, 30 feet down the bank. There'll be something for a fish to hide in. All right. I think Mom's probably got our cinnamon rolls ready at the house. Let's go eat breakfast.
Yeah.
So I got deer jerky going in the house. It's all done now. I was trying something else because I'll eat a few duck, but I'm not a huge fan of ducks. My family's not a big fan of wild ducks. So I was thinking, I had an idea. These are raw duck breasts that we harvested from Arkansas, okay? And I figured I would try something because we have house pets that, need good, high quality, healthy treats. So these are very high protein treats that are freeze dried, and we'll see if the dogs enjoy them or not. But I wanted to try it out because I just thought it'd be a good healthy snack for the dogs, and obviously with it being freeze dried, they'll last a long time and they won't go bad on us. I don't know, what do you think? All right, let's see if it's dog approved. Kelsey's outside with Houston playing. So, Earl, there's you a bite. Is that pretty good stuff? Jimmy, you want a bite too? Sit pretty. Sit pretty. Oh, you dropped it. Earl, you like that? Pretty good snack? It's like a little meat popcorn bite, isn't it? Well, as you can see, we're actually moving a little bit of dirt today. I think most of the brush removal on this west side of the pond is done now, and he's starting to move dirt towards the dam a little bit at a time. You can see we're going to leave these stumps, and he's just cutting around them, and we're going to remove probably several feet of soil and clay around these stumps, so they'll kind of be up on a ledge. But we want to leave those as much as possible and work around them, and obviously make more fish structure. I keep repeating that, but there's several feet of clay that need to be taken out to build up the dam. So he's just kind of outlining the stumps right now and working around and pushing and moving, and the excavator's still over here. We're burning brush and separating logs and doing all that stuff. So it's kind of a slow process right now. There's not a lot of changes being made, so we'll keep you guys up to date as things progress along. Hey, you girls are going to have to back up and get out of the way. Phoebe, I got to put out a bale of hay. Yeah. Back up. Back up. Back up. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Am I going to go get a bucket of feed? I got a bale of hay waiting to come in here, and you girls got to move. You girls got to move. I think I've been demoted around here. Look out, Maggie, we got a wild, crazy driver. Get back, you get back, get back, get back, get back. Wild and crazy driver. Everybody look out. Go that way. I gotta shut the gate. Look out, girls. Tell you what, you let a guy get his boating license and he thinks he can drive anything. I guess he's not wrong, but keep her coming, keep her coming. I gotta cut the strings off though. Leave that door open so I can talk to you. You're gonna have to go that way a little bit though. Go to your right. Don't raise it up yet. Watch out, Phoebe. Okay, raise it up a little and keep going to your right. Go to your right. Phoebe, move. That's a dangerous place to be in. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, tilt it forward. Tilt it forward. Now pull up a little bit. Drive forward. Okay. Now set it down. Easy. Tilt it forward. Hey, you're rolling backwards. Do you see that? So now drive back forward. Okay. Let her down. And you're gonna have to come backwards and kind of get those forks out. They kind of get stuck a little bit, so you gotta, I can't tell if you have the weight off the bale yet or not. You just kind of gotta see if it comes out. There you go, you're good. All right, got a fresh bale of hay out for the ladies. Thank you for being patient, everybody but Phoebe. Phoebe, you're in timeout, okay? You go stand in the corner or something. All right, shut your door. I'll get the trash. Go get the gate. Yeah. So the last bale I just fed on the ground in here under the barn, and it only lasted about 7 or 8 days, but I did it on purpose because I wanted a good, good dry layer of hay in here for them. Not that it's been getting super cold, but it has been raining off and on a little bit, and it gets kind of muddy around here, so they have good dry bedding. I better hurry and get the gate, or I'll be in trouble. Pepper, you having a good day? Kelsey, do you trust him? Whoa, look out. Hope he don't run one of those forks into the side of my barn. There you go. Man. Pretty soon I'm just going to get put out to pasture. All right, well, there you go. I don't guess you really need me around much anymore.
If I can park a tractor.
I will shut the door for you, though, since you didn't get it shut.
Well, one thing is not many people can park between this much space.
Well, I was worried about you running a fork through the wall of my barn there for a second. I wasn't sure.
I didn't do that.
You did not. And you didn't hit the skid steer, so perfect landing. 10 out of 10.
Thanks.
Bet you can't hit the water from here.
No.
It's not much of a pond, buddy. See there? You missed.
Missed again, bro.
Well, Houston, how long do you think it'll be before you can stand on the pond dam and cast out there and catch a fish? What's your prediction?
Looking at what it is right now we're just kind of cleaning it out. I'm gonna say probably in between April and June.
Well, there's a couple key factors there. A lot of people have been asking me, how in the world are we going to refill this pond after it's done? And I keep telling them that the water just seems to fall from the sky around here.
Yeah.
I mean, it like, these clouds come in and whoosh, and it just rains. And when it does that, we catch a lot of water. So I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm just joking, but I really don't know how long it's going to take. This, hey, stay here. Y'all don't go get muddy. This pond is in a great location. There's two different ravines that come in here. We catch water off the hillside there, off the hillside here. And it is, like Houston said, kind of like a funnel. And it catches a lot of runoff. So I have no idea how long it's going to take to fill it up. It will depend on how wet of a spring we have. But if we get this thing completed, you know, in January, which we will, obviously, unless something happens. Hey, Kelsey, here. Stay up here. Don't go get muddy. If we have a, you know, fairly dry next couple weeks and they get all the dirt work done, it'll start filling up, you know, in the next few weeks, depending on rainfall. But it will probably take several months worth of rain. But Houston may not be far off. Between April and June wouldn't be a bad guess. If we have a wet spring, it should fill up fairly quickly. And if that's the case, we will be stocking this thing with fish early spring. It doesn't have to be completely full before we can start stocking it with bait fish. We can start with bluegill and minnows and all the stuff, and then let them have it for a few months before we really start adding a lot of bass and predator fish and stuff. So hopefully by late summer, it would be my prediction is by late summer, there will be fish in here big enough that, you know, I say big enough, small bluegill that we can actually catch with a fishing pole.
Yeah.
I don't know. That may be maybe wishful thinking, but
I kind of feel like that could be true, because for speed that they're going at doing this, I feel like the dam is probably going to be done between late January and early February. So if we do have wet rain,
I'm going to tell you you're wrong. If the dam is not done by the first week of January, I'll be surprised. He told me they thought they could be out of here in about 3 weeks. Out of here, done,
what?
Gone. Start to finish in 3 weeks.
Really?
That's what he said.
Dang, I didn't realize that.
That's just their part. Now we'll have our part on adding structure and building spawning beds and bringing in gravel and pea gravel and all that stuff.
We should put a crashed, an old airplane down in there like Flair did.
Well, I don't think we should copy Flair exactly. But we might know a guy that may have some junk we could put in the bottom of it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys, there you have it. I'm not going to bore you with every step of every day in the pond build process. I mean, right now it's just scooping dirt and scooping dirt, pushing dirt, scooping dirt. It's going to roll fast, though, as we go on. It's not going to take near as long as this guy expected it to. So hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, they'll be out of here with the heavy equipment, and we can start on all the structure and then hopefully get some good rains and start filling this thing up, because that's 100% how we're going to fill it, is just straight rainfall and runoff water. It's not like we need to drill a well. Hopefully it should. I mean, this pond's been here for 30 plus years and it's caught water and stayed full. Now we are expanding to a much greater size, but it shouldn't need, like a well to fill it up or anything. So anyways, guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know.
It might just change the whole world. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, we'll see you on the next video. Peace.